The National Retail Association is very passionate about World's Biggest Garage Sale and what they're here to achieve. And the way that we do that is, not only by, partnering them and promoting their cause and what they're doing, but also making sure that other retailers can learn from their story. So, often we will have, one of their representatives on our panels. We will certainly promote, any of their sales that they're having. We ask our members to obviously engage and participate in the World's Biggest Garage Sale, and we also talk to them about stock and what they can do with any dormant stock that they have, or how they can participate and start making some more ethical and sustainable decisions. The World's Biggest Garage Sale is unique. It's absolutely one of a kind, and it is something that is going to cause huge disruption across the sector, but for such a good reason and in such a good way. I mean, in the end, this business is tapping into stock that has, people haven't thought about in years, that have potentially has been sitting in warehouses taking up space, or just simply being put into landfill and polluting our environment. This business gives our retailers an easy and effective way to make better decisions. Look, retail at the moment is the second largest employing industry in the country. So it employs 1.2 million people. It makes up about 12% of the economy. And look, where we have a healthy retail sector, typically we have a healthy economy in general. What we know is that there has been a rise of what we call consumer activism within retail, and this is where consumers are basically saying we only want to shop with brands that reflect our values, and more we know that certain demographics within our consumer networks are really looking for sustainable outcomes from the retailers, and in fact they will turn away from a brand if that particular brand isn't reflecting what they think should happen. I think that re-commerce is something that is here to stay. It's certainly an innovation and a disruptor that is being embraced by many retailers. A lot of the time we have products that simply can't be sold for a number of reasons, and there might not be too much wrong with those products, but they simply create wastage and they take up space and they cost retailers more and more money each year. What we now know is that retailers are looking and certainly seeking to find other ways to deal with this problem, and re-commerce is exactly the answer to that problem. And we know every year that there are billions and billions of dollars wasted by simply having dormant stock, and in fact dormant stock has been the downfall of many of our large department stores, and it's really about coming up with creative ways that can benefit community and benefit retailers. The World's Biggest Garage Sale is unique. There is nothing like it anywhere in the world, and the reality is it's got something, almost a star quality, but this model is about engaging with stock that is dormant, that potentially would end up in landfill. It's not just about doing the right thing, but it's about doing the right thing and being able to make a genuine difference whilst having a sustainable business model. I think the World's Biggest Garage Sale is probably the epitome of people, planet and purpose. It takes a lot of people to obviously create World's Biggest Garage Sale, and all of those people are impacted by the people that run it and just their view and their vision for the world. We all have an obligation to make this country better, and World's Biggest Garage Sale goes a long way to do that. I think the impact of the work that World's Biggest Garage Sale has, not only on the volunteers but on the community, is far greater, and their reach is growing. I mean, the bigger it becomes, the more money it raises, the more profile it has. It's like a wave, and this wave isn't looking to kind of crash down on everything and take everything out with it. It's actually looking to replenish the ground that it's going to crash onto. It's all about making sure that other people grow. Yeah, I think that retailers face challenges that many businesses do. If they don't evolve, they're going to die. And we know more and more that consumers are absolutely demanding that business in general is involved in making sustainable and ethical decisions. And if our retailers don't move with consumer activism, then it's likely that they will see backlash, publicly, but also people just turning away from their brands, and they will see a drop off in sales. I think that anyone that follows Yaz on Instagram, LinkedIn, or any of the social media channels absolutely knows that there is no other person on this planet that has as much energy as she does. And that all of this energy that she has is dedicated to furthering a business that is ultimately going to, on some part, change the world. This business is more than just your regular business, it's a movement. And this is a first, it's a world first, and if World's Biggest Garage Sale can generate the funds that it requires to really follow its vision and its purpose, then I think we're going to see amazing things.